and I'm talking about film reviews. In this series that I'm talking about film, I chose specifically certain film to talk about. I chose Bruce Almighty. I chose Chronicles of Narnia. And now I chose Harry Potter because there is a lot of lesson and point in these movies. So let's jump into Harry Potter film. If you want to read the reviews in written form, www.spicaproduction.ca, you can check it out and read the film review directly from the website. Today I'm going to discuss about Harry Potter and Chamber of Secrets. It is the second book that became a film. Harry Potter and Chamber of Secrets. First year in Hogwarts finished, and the students went back home to their families. And Harry Potter had no place but going back to his aunt and uncle, which were so mean. We see at the first of the film that they have guests, and they say to Harry Potter, you know what to do. You're going to your room and don't make any noise. You are invisible. And Harry Potter knows that. In his room, Harry Potter meets Dobby. Dobby is a servant, is a small servant. And Dobby warned him that don't go back to school because bad things going to happen. But Harry Potter said, I don't belong here. I belong to Hogwarts. But Dobby insists that Harry shouldn't go back to school. In the second year, there is a lot of events. There is a lot of incidents, whatever. We see that during that angry and they told get him back to school. In the second year, they have a new teacher. And that new prepare student to be aware and confront their biggest fear. They face the biggest fear. And one by one, they come forward and face their biggest fear. They have to conquer their biggest fear. Dobby meet Harry Potter in the school. And again, he warned him that there is big danger waiting for him. And he should leave the school immediately. But when Harry Potter asked, how is it? And who is the danger to me? Dobby don't give any information. Professor Dumbledore says that door to the chamber of secret is open again. So it means that it was open before. Professor said that all the students are in danger. If we don't do anything, we should close the school. Everybody is in danger. Harry Potter discovered that they can when everybody sees that he's they are afraid to do. I talk to a certain language that I don't know. I remember this, that we Christian, some of the Christian have the gift of technical issue. That's fine. I was in a Pentecost church and I spoke in tongues. I spoke a few words. I don't know what I was speaking, but I spoke in tongues. And here we see Harry Potter that is speaking to snakes. And he says, I don't know what I am saying. How can I be? But after that, he doubted the identity of himself because it's not a normal thing that students, even teachers or professors, can talk to snakes. Nobody can do that. Only Harry Potter could do that. When he find out that he is the one who can speak to tongue, who can speak to snakes, and nobody else can, except one person, which is Voldemort himself. He said, who is descendant of the Salazar? Because if you go back to this history of Hogwarts, we see that there was a few person that founded that school. And then in the hallways, there is a picture of persons on the wall or stairways of the school Hogwarts. And there were, I don't know, maybe, I'm not sure about that, maybe there were 4 persons who founded the Hogwarts. And when they founded the Hogwarts, when a student comes to the Hogwarts University, they placed in one of those families, one of those teams. And when Harry Potter came to the school, the hat placed him in one specific team. And he said, maybe I belong to another team. But Dumbledore said, no, you don't belong there. You belong to Gryffindor. You are a real Gryffindor. And we see why during the films. there was two specific dialogue in the film that attracted me so much. First one was Dumbledore said, about Harry Potter that was doubting his identity. He said, our abilities doesn't identify our identity, our character. Our choices determines our identity, our destiny. Maybe in the Word of God, we see at the last time, some people say that, oh God, we made miracles. But God told them, I never known you. So maybe you do miracles right now. But at the later time, when the judgment days comes, God said, I never known you. Get away from me, hypocrite. We see that in Harry Potter. And when a school in danger and students, when students get frozen, they couldn't move. The students were in danger. They were in danger. And Dumbledore asked for Harry Potter to come to his office. When he came and when he went to his office, he saw a wax. And wax get fired and there was ashes there. When Dumbledore come, Harry Potter said, I don't know anything. I don't know. I didn't know anything. I don't know what happened. And Dumbledore said, don't blame yourself. Don't feel guilty. You didn't do anything wrong. These books, his circle of life is this. If you see the story of Walks, you see that when he get old, he get fired, and from the ashes, a newborn Walks comes along. So we have a Christian song. Hope arise from the ashes. That's like that bird. Harry Potter investigates about his identity. He wants to know who really is. And in the middle of investigation, he finds a book or a notebook, but there was no written. All the pages were white. He communicated with the book, with written. He didn't talk to the book. He was written and communicating with person inside of the book. But tomorrow I will continue this and we see that what happened when he communicated with the book. Because when he thought, my name is Harry Potter, and some written things happened, he said, I'm Tom Riddle. And Tom Riddle bring Harry Potter to 15 years ago and showed him something. And he saw that in 15 years ago that Dumbledore talking to Tom Riddle. And he saw that the door of the Chamber of Secrets opened for the first time. But we see tomorrow what happened after. Peace of God be with you all.